Okay, I'm continuing in on my search for reality among the moonwalkers, the space alien wannabes. They ain't got shit on the moon. The flat earthers got more moon videos than you guys do, than the heliocentrics do. It's fucking amazing. You guys got all fakery and shit. I'm just pointing out some of them as I'm going along that I think are really funny because they're all CGI, they're all cartoon, they all have nothing to do with any kind of reality. This is all bullshit. Um, there's some of these people in here that put up these black screens and they would expect you to use your imagination, I guess, in looking at the moon. You're supposed to close your eyes. Harold's got a couple of those videos himself with the blacked out screen, doesn't show anything. Fly Me to the Moon cover, that's his videos. You got songs, you got, shit like this, false interpretations of the moon, more songs, cartoons. Yep, cartoon moon. Yep, that's all you got on the moon, man. You guys, yeah, this is aggravating. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to Wolfus's real channel. I'm gonna go to all the people that he's subscribed to, his channel recommendations. I'm going to use those channels to go to other channels, It won't take long. It'll take me 10, 20 minutes. And I'm going to find some of those people who have moon videos and moon photos posted. Same way I did it on Harold's channel. If you go to Harold's channel, you do the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing on Harold's channel later. I'll do it in front of you, so you'll see what I'm doing. I'm not going to do that to Wolfus right now because I'm not looking to call Wolfus out right now. Maybe, I don't even think in future videos, I don't think he's got enough subscribers that it'd be worth my time to be aggravated with trying to call somebody like that out. So let's see, Black Beans Moon official audio. That's a real moon photo, but it's yeah, it's all garbage. It's all garbage. Okay, here's another one, but it's got a boat in front of it. That is the real moon. Let's see, the Water Boys, the whole of the moon. 17 million views. I don't know what it is. Is it a music video? I don't know. It's a real photo of the moon, though. Yeah, you guys are unbelievable, man. You really are. I'm gonna shut out of there. I'm gonna go to some of these that I downloaded online myself. These are not my moon photos. These are other people's. Looks like I can just do this by hand, actually. Huh? Yeah. So let's start pulling some of them up and going through a couple of them. So right here I've got a bunch of moon videos and moon photos that I downloaded. And I'm going to start going at them one at a time. Pause the video, pull up the photo, and I'm going to start showing you the imagery is always the same in the moon. And you can feel free to go around and look for yourselves, people. You don't have to listen to people like Wolfus or Harald Kautz or these guys. They're all lying to you. So if anybody comes that really wishes to have a little bit of reality in their life, yeah, do it. Now these photographs, the reason why it's good to go to photograph on these, I'll show you why. Might as well do some explanation shit in here while I'm doing it. Alright, let's see, which one am I going to pull up? Let's pull this one up. I haven't looked at this one yet. And I will explain why it's important to do these 360s with the moon. Every notch, every degree of a turn makes a difference the way the lights come over the shadows and the imagery. This is this way for the clouds. It's this way for the fucking trees, the ice, snow. It doesn't matter. You could have all lights and you have nothing. If you have all shadows, then you have nothing. You need both. So all lights and shadows. All right, so the nice thing about this, I haven't done it on this computer yet. Rotate. Okay, so what's nice about it is the rotating part. So I can bring you in on all these images, and I will, and maybe not all in this video because I can only get a few at a time as I'm showing you how to do this. But you have the freedom to do certain things like enlarge, you can zoom in. So I can bring this up to full size. What's the reasoning for that? Well, if you're watching my videos, Rufus, you'll know that all this whiteness around your screen hurts the visibility of looking at the imagery. It fucks you up a little bit. But I'm going to just show you that I'm going to keep going in on certain ones throughout certain videos so that I can keep the videos together. So here he is again. This is someone else's video, digital photograph of the moon, offline from some random person. And this is the same image I've been bringing you in the last couple of videos. Eye, nose, mouth down here, open. And I'll bring him around in different ways. And he's surrounded by imagery. There are thousands of images within him. I'm just giving you the general idea. Okay, there he is again. And I'll keep doing this with every image. With every image that I feel like doing throughout the series, I'll keep going in on him all over the place, and in and out, and showing you how he changes up in different angles and different light and all that kind of shit. Same way if I change filters. That's a red filter. Watch when I put a green filter on and I go after that same image. Okay, I'm going to find my angle. And also what I'll do is I'll start pulling out the cropping tools throughout every one of them real quick. Let me find them again. Hold on. Right there. Just like I was doing in the other photos and videos. Just like I'm doing in the other photos. I'll crop them like this a little bit. I don't really, if not crop them on all sides, you're getting the next image. See? You'll end up getting this image. So if I crop them this way, it's good too. These are good. This is the way to make cropping tools, by the way. I showed in other videos he's got two horns, one here and one here on the larger prolonged face. Watch. And then I can elongate his face like this. Let's see how I'll do that one. By coming over this way. Oh, wrong way, right? No, that's the right way. Some are standard telescope, some are reverse telescope. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to crop them. I'll catch the next one if I don't crop them right, so hold on. Yeah. Let me crop them this way. Stretching that eye over for you a little bit. This eye right here. It goes from the small eye over to the large eye, just like I showed you in the other videos. And then what happens is, if I could hold the cropping tool or tape it, what I would show you is it turns, this whole area right here turns into his head. Watch. See? And then he gets the mustache, the beard, the discoloration on the face, all that kind of thing. See how I'm making them larger and larger? As large as you can without pulling in the next image, because then you got eye, nose, and mouth staring at you when you go over that way as well. And then every which way you come back, it's image within image within image from the veil to the ground in every direction. And it's no different than looking at it on a photograph. Same fucking thing. The photos are the same thing. I was just showing that in the last video, so I'm not going to bother doing that again. I want to look around at some more of these. What I was starting to say, though, is the rotation. So when you rotate it when you're doing photo rotations on the computer, it's a little bit shitty because it's not nearly as good as doing the 360s on the telescope with a cheap camera. The reason why doing 360s is so important is because of all the angles. So you're going to pick up every angle, every degree of angle. I only do my 360s like every, I don't know, 3 to 10 degrees per turn, and I just guess with it. I don't really do anything exact, All right, so some of these other ones that I've been showing you on the other tables that I got going and the other turntables and stuff. Eye, nose, and mouth down here. can make out the hair doing everything at certain angles. You make out his hair and everything. And just for the fuck of it, it's a red that has a yellowish tint to it. So what I'm going to do is put the blue filter on for contrast, for added contrast. I could probably get rid of some of this glare on my screen, might help too. So then from here you just come in and look around, okay? All the same large images that I'm taking you through. I'm gonna thoroughly throw that man on the moon bullshit story right out the fucking window as soon as I start going in on all these and I start making these next batch of videos on the moon. This next batch of moon videos, I want to tear that shit apart too, along with their moon rock. The moon rocks are fucking ridiculous. That's as ridiculous as Harold and his black goo. You guys are fucking ridiculous. Okay, so at different angles, you're going to, again, pick them up. And what I'm doing is I'm cropping them with the light right now. So I'm trying to pull you in eye, nose, and mouth open of that image. I'm cropping them with the light. Okay, now I'm going to pull my angles down a little bit. Going to get a little bit darker. But notice what happens is a lot of other images show up because I just changed my angle, right? So I'm cropping. I'm cropping using the light. I'm using the light to crop. It's important that I explain all this to you as I go along because anybody coming to my videos, you really should go and look for yourselves and stop listening to these lying motherfuckers. Filled with imagery in here. Now this is only one rotation. I'm only bringing you in a few. The other one, if the angle's good and if the photo's good, then I may try to bring you in some of these. See, what sucks is all this light coming in around. That's what's interfering right now. I could make a black sheet to go around, but then all these different size moons, I would have to address them as I go along. And I might just for something to do later. Just letting you know, if you're at home doing this, it's easier to just put something blacker on your computer. So her right here, okay, you're going to get her in a couple different ways. Her hand's coming back this way. Her hip is here. Her waist is here. She comes in with several different sets of titties. She got these pointy titties that look really weird. She got a small set of titties here. Her shoulders here. Her face, her eye, nose, and mouth is going to come in more clear at different angles. And all this flowing back here ends up being her flowing hair at different angles. And you can get her in really nice. It's just one image out of the tens of thousands of images that are right here in this area that make up that one image. I am only pointing out certain ones because they have body imagery in them, and you're going to hear me keep continuing to say that body imagery doesn't exist in the imagery, so it's going to be a little contradicting to hear me saying that, so that's why I'm throwing some contradicting shit at you. Now, as far as her face goes, what I was saying about looking at the lines, the builder's work. When you're looking at the builder's work, go ahead. Don't be afraid. Just because you see this pointy thing right here, you're going to say, wait a minute, that don't look anything like a human face. Actually, it does. In a lot of different directions, you're going to find that pointy thing is going to come in handy, that pointy area. What it is you're just not locked on the feminine face right here. As a matter of fact, the reverse telescope and the standard telescope makes a difference in how feminine that face looks. The shadows throw over the light a little bit differently. But I can get her more feminine than this. Probably from the top, maybe. Let me see. No, it's down here and it's over here. It's down here and over here. Yep. Okay, and then I'm going to try to go in a little bit. Maybe too far up. And I'm going to crop. Never tried to crop her before. Yes, I can't take out her hair. I gotta leave her hair in. So let's find out. There's gonna be something to this cropping thing too. I know there is. There's gonna end up being something to this. I'm just learning more and more about how important it is for the cropping. And okay, and I remember from this angle too, what I was saying, hairdo also splits off to this other thing, and I've seen it somewhere. It's a wearing apparel. I've seen this type of wearing apparel before. One side goes off this way and that way, and they're always in white when I've seen them in the human realm. Uh, and I thought they were kind of weird. They're it's old style. But as far as wearing apparel goes, and I'm just blowing through these right now. I'm just kind of going through real fast. So this video's gonna end soon, and then you might think that I'm not getting a lot out of it, but I am. Um, okay, so now that we got her, I'm gonna have you erase her out of your mind because I never got her face in real good for you. But don't worry about it. I will another day. Start looking around. Start looking for the eyes. Start looking at eyes, and then when you find the eyes, look for the nose and the mouths of the images. And don't settle for shadow imagery, and don't settle like even that one I just showed you. I didn't get her. I didn't get what I wanted. So I'm not asking you to accept that as a image of a female. That's not what I'm asking. I'm just telling you, remember these shadows. Remember these shadows, because later on when I'm fucking around and I'm looking around, I'm going to find the right angle for you, and I'll go in and um, and I'll get it for you much more clearly. And it'll probably be on the other telescope, because like I said, a reverse telescope from a standard does make a difference. She might, in distance, it all makes a difference. She might even be way out here. She might even be. And the reason, and all this glare and shit is probably fucking me up. It's probably what it is. Anyways, so we're gonna go anyways though, image by image by image. I'm gonna bring you through the moon so hard and over the next 100 parts of this series at least. Um, anyway, back down here. So now that I'm gonna get you to erase that one, look at the size of this eye. This eye goes with so many things as we're looking around. See this big large eye here? It's going to do it right now at the moment. It's going to go over here with this other eye to make a nose and a mouth of this really large. It looks canine in one direction, then I can drop it down to human. You'll catch the canine direction of it, and then the human direction. It looks like one of those photographs that are inside the locket, the way that these images come through. I'm doing that. I'm doing that by knocking out some of the shadows and bringing you in more light. I'm doing that because I'm purposely cropping images using the light. I want to point that out because otherwise I'd just be over here like this. And then it's harder for me to say, I because you're all collaged. You're all collaged with all the other imagery. So I've just learned how to work the light, and that's what you do. Now, if I didn't have all this other light to fight me with glare and all that shit, it's even easier. If you are at home having fun with your family and the kids, it's just as easy for you to do this all by yourself, and so much better than watching me do it. But that's yet to happen too. So. All right, so we're just going to look around in here for a little bit, and if I see anything else that I want to go with, because I'm going to go over to the other moons, I don't want to spend the whole time on this one moon. I want to show you the differences, and I also want to show you the imagery. Oh, so I was going to show you, what I was supposed to be showing you is the rotation shit. Okay, so let's rotate again. Okay, so all the same. You wouldn't have noticed these images in the other direction. That's one of the reasons why I have you over doing the turntables on paper. The moon's printed on paper is to get this through your heads that the imagery never changes. It's always the same. If you just watch the videos, you'll start to pick up on them and you'll say, oh, I see what he's saying. And you will get it. If you're not afraid and you don't run away, then you'll probably understand even more than I do about it all. Yeah, the imagery's all there. It's definitely a correct moon. They play with the size on things and stuff. So what's nice about this, I'll keep trying to explain this. So now I can enlarge this, all right? Come on, enlarge, bitch. Come on. All right. So I know I don't want to go too big, but let's. That's good. All right. So here's something else that you can do. I'm looking at this moon photograph just to make sure it hasn't been fucked with. So I'm just looking at it a little bit with my eyes over past the camera, and does not appear so. Okay, so no, I don't see any discrepancies, not on my part anyway. Maybe Rufus might have a problem with it, but the imagery's all same. It's all there. So I'll start using these moon photographs on the computer. Digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the area we call the moon. I don't give a fuck who took the moon photo. I don't really care. I can prove whether it's real or not anyways. Eye, nose, mouth. Remember I was just showing that to you in a video or two ago. And then I went right down the line. Remember? I did that with the other moon. It was a reverse telescope moon though. I'm going to go back to tracing a lot of these out. I have a glass that I do is I put the glass over the monitor and I'm able to trace these out and crop them out and all that stuff. So I will do that as well. And let's see, I'm already at 29 minutes, so let me come to the next one. Let's see, I got a bunch of them. This one looked pretty interesting too. And then there's one in red. Someone used a red filter or it's CGI'd. I don't know. We'll see. See, now, you, Rufus, you want me to point at the screen like it is now and say, this is, use your imagination. Use your imagination. See the moon? There it is. There's the moon. See it with your imagination? No, this is opposite of that, what I'm doing. Okay, so this is a small one, so we might lose some clarity once I blow it up, but you can see obviously the imagery's all there and it's all the same. I'm going to make an attempt at enlarging it a little and see how much clarity I lose. No, not too bad. All right. Oh man, if this see, this is what some of the evidence. I don't have time to look for all this shit, but I just seen something else. Yeah, the imagery's all correct. The imagery's all correct, but what I'm going to point out is this. This is how easy this is all to notice and see. This is what I'm saying. If more people we're on top of it. We probably solve all these fucking mysteries of thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years mysteries, all solved in a fucking day. But no one will wake up. No one will open their eyes. They all give me shit and say, "Oh yeah, you do that." You do that. All right. So the one I was showing you earlier with the broken tooth, the tongue, the mouth, all the one I've been on for days. He's over here, and at this particular angle, he's right there. I can make him out. See him? Alright, I'll make the smaller face for you. Get the other eye in. There you go. See him again? Now again, this is another new moon photograph. This is someone else's moon photograph. So what is standing out on me though, these are proper. These lights are here are proper. And what I'm claiming is the moon map model. The moon is the exact model of the earth that we walk on, and all these little points of light are the outer layer of the veil, and the which is the stationary stars, and the next layer of the veil in, which is the wandering stars in towards us, and that all these little points of light are those stars transferring through the moon and then come down to the earth. They all meet in a designated spot. I got all you fucking weirdos out there, all the conspiracy weirdos are all into finding out about the star forts. Here's your answer. Here's your answer. If you know where the stars come through the moon, then you can look at the moon to find out where on Earth, on the Earth map model, on the moon map model of the Earth, you will know where you want to put your star fort. You will want to, you'll know where, let's see, I'll even try to do it for real. Okay, I happen to know these areas. I'm not so familiar with Europe and Russia and Asia and stuff like that, but I'm getting there. It's been a few days now. But I am familiar with Canada and the Americas. So in the Americas, let's say I wanted to go to New York City and pick that particular spot and build a high-rise tower. And then 100 years later, I wanted to take that tower down. Why? Because see all these little points of light? See all these little points of light? Those are the stars. Those are the stars at connection to the stars, I should say, that come down through the moon and then go down to the earth, through the earth, out to another moon on what you think is the opposite side. And then also reconnect with another set of identical stars on the other side. But there really is no up, down, left, right, backward, forward either. So as I've been explaining, the imagery is fucking right. The imagery is banging. I'll be able to use this photograph. I will be able to use this photograph to show you the imagery and bring you in on it. So no problem there. Here's the wizard that I was bringing you guys in on the other day. On one of the other videos, I think it got deleted. The one that I always sarcastically call the wizard. See him? I'll crop him this way for you. There you go. You can see his hairline and everything. He's got a patch over his eye there, but I can take the patch out when I change angles. Now, you don't see that, Wolfus? Obviously not, because I showed it to you in several other videos and you don't see it. The cropping tools are definitely making a difference, too. They're definitely helping. Just like this one that I was trying to show you the other day. You don't see this, huh, Wolfus? You don't see none of this, huh? Obviously not. And there's no filter on here, by the way. So it's red, so I left it alone. But if I wanted to add some more contrast, it's easy enough to put a filter on. The filter also takes glare down out of the screen and knocks the glare down. You don't see that, Rufus? I'll tell you what, Rufus, one of these images in here actually resembles you. And I would play the game and fuck with you and just and show it to you and stuff, but the thing is larger version. The thing about it is I don't like anything to get misconstrued. I don't want anybody to think that it's a joke. I'd have to really explain it out because we're all copies. We're all clones. All of us. There's a million of me and there's a million of you as far as visual goes. Visually. I don't know if we're all made up of the same heavy metals that look alike. You know, so if you take all the clones that look alike, I'm not sure that they'd all have the same heavy metals. I don't know. Someone would have to check. But again, if no one's going to wake up to the reality and start going and looking around, then it'll never happen. Yeah, this is definitely the correct moon too. And we'll go in and we'll use this one and we'll look around with it. All right, so we know we got 2 moons so far. Moon videos and moon photographs, because these photographs are also associated with the same people that do these photographs also have their moon videos up, so no problem. And I downloaded them, so no problem there either. Let's see, then I wanted to look at this one. Wasting a lot of fucking cigarettes today talking about this shit. Okay. Okay, looks like the real deal so far. Nope, battery's dying. Hold on. Where the fuck's that thing? Because this one has that blue tint to it, and I'm not really sure what it's up with it yet. It looks a little scraggly, but the imagery's correct. So give me a minute. I'm gonna put a red filter on this one. I could have went with yellow or red to add some contrast. Okay, so it's all correct. I don't know about all, but what I'm looking at so far is correct. And I'm going to keep bringing you in on the same area so you can get familiar with some of these images. And I'm going to keep having to do this over and over and over again. Where's my stick? Okay. Eye, nose, broken teeth, mouth open, and another angle, we'll see his tongue sticking out. I can widen them just like I've been doing. I can bring my camera over a little and get you the next image that he's within. And then I can also do that in reverse, just like I've been doing on all the other videos of these particular images. Where did he go? Right here. Okay. See him, Rufus? You see him? I'll crop him up for you. There you go. Okay. And then I'm going to bring it over this way. I'll leave him cropped. See it? Yeah, See Rufus? See him? See him, right, Rufus? I hope so, because it's way, what I'm doing is way better than the shit I see you doing on your fucking channel. And, you imagine the fucking book deal and the videos you can make based on the shit that I'm showing you with these few little tips. It's not advice. I'm not teaching you anything. It's just showing you. That's all. I'm just showing you. You don't have to be offended that you're learning shit from a fucking idiot. It's not a problem. Now I'm gonna crop this way to take away, because I want to take away all that large eye and all that stuff. So I'm gonna bring them down here, and I'm gonna bring my camera in this way for you, so you can get them. There you go. There you go, Rufus. See him? You can't miss it, Rufus. You can't deny it. I mean, I know you are. I know you will, but every moon, Rufus. Every moon. Doesn't matter. So again, we could rotate this. We can pull all the other imagery out of it, and I will. I'll go through it. I like it. It's not bad. The imagery matches. We know it's a real moon. Let's go to the next one. I did some other ones, these light ones. Let's see, is this one of them? I did this one too. I don't know what this one is. Let's see. This one might be this. Okay. It's the real moon, but it's a little blurry. And the guy that I just had you in is going to be over here somewhere. I have to go upside down to get him. Let's see. Okay, my camera's falling off the tripod as I'm trying to do this, so let me flip it. Just rotate it. Again, that's the nice thing about having the photos on there. So let me rotate it. If it doesn't happen fast, I'll put you on pause. Rotate it again, and there we go. So that's the angle we want them at, right? Because we memorize where they are, right, Rufus? We remember where the images are in the moon. That's why we know this. That's right. So there you go. You see them, right, Rufus? You seeing them? Okay. This is the same one. That one, I couldn't believe. I was doing a video one day, and I was ranking out Crow 777, and he does awesome videos. The moon videos that he has are really good, crisp, clear imagery. He's got some really nice equipment. Unfortunately, he doesn't believe me either, and he refuses to go look for himself also, because if he did, he'd be doing exactly what I'm showing you to do too. Either that or he's an agent. I don't know, and he's not allowed to tell you guys about this. But there it is, and this is a yellow one, so I'm going to take the red filter off right now, because I had it on to do that other one, and I'm going to put the blue filter on. Or a green filter. Let's go with a green filter. I did the blue one already on the other one. So green filter. Set my cropping tool back up again. And we'll come in and look at them again on this person's digital photograph of the moon, taken with a Hydron fucking telescope. You see him, right? You see him, Rufus? Don't make me have to take my stick out. See his whole hairdo and everything going up there and all that and that one. And then we know, again, how to stretch, by bringing the camera, angling your camera, and then you'll pick up the bigger, larger face that goes all around here, right? I don't have to keep repeating myself over and over and over and over, do I, Rufus? Let's see. This was a nice cropping way, too. I'm learning about these cropping tools. They are coming in big time handy. To do all this, to show you guys this stuff. So there you go. Okay, there he is. See, Rufus, all the different details you can get in, the texture, the color. I'll crop them this way for you so you can see them. See them? Good. Good. And then I'll crop them back the opposite way so you don't think this is imagination. This is the opposite of imagination, people. This is the reality. You've been living in the imagination. Give it up. It's garbage. Because it's not even your imagination. That's the killer of it. It's all programmed. You see him, right, Rufus? You seeing him? I'm just only giving you this one. Thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of images right there. All I got to do is just look. All I got to do is open my eyes and look around. And I'll see it all. I'll show you, Rufus. You'll see.